What's going on, guys? We got a delay going on. Here we go. What's up, George? Got a delay going on. What's up, Shadow Ops? Here we go. Brian Chambers. What's up, George? Got a delay going on. Let me kill my microphone. So there ain't no delay. What's going on, guys? Y'all getting ready for Christmas? I spent all evening cleaning the kitchen, going through cupboards and cleaning out old food and whatnot. I got to go through the refrigerator next. Out with the old and in with the new. Thanks, Shadow Ops. I don't have much light on in here, just TV. It might get a little brighter in here. What's up, Deuce Wild? Glad y'all made it. Tonight's subject's going to be a little different than I normally talk about. I'm going to wait till a few people get in here. What's up, Michael Rasha? Ever since I watched this video, guys, it's been eating at me. And I've shared it on Facebook and to a few guys on Facebook. But I really want to throw this out tonight where y'all can go and watch what kind of situation we're in. And I wasn't aware of it till about a week or so ago. I don't really pay attention to politics, but this is not really politics. This is about Agenda 21. It's a UN solution to all the world's problems. And I'm just going to put a link in, the link in chat later on tonight where y'all just copy and paste and go watch it. It's probably 22 minutes long. And they talk about what's going on in the world and how they're wanting to do it. What's up, Smitty 1217? You must be new here because you don't have a wrench. How you doing? Well, Brian, everybody needs to understand what these third world countries are trying to get the United Nations to do against us. And it really will open your eyes when you watch this. This goes back way back in where Chicken Little dad was President Bush. This goes way back in there. And if I get Yeah, I know it, Deuce. This gets flagged. It just gets flagged. I don't care. I didn't put it in the link in the description below, but it will be linked in the chat. And these people are wanting everybody to give something to society. They want everybody to live in these smart cities, so they take all these face recognition, um, so they can see your face by cameras and know who you are, when you was born, all this stuff in detail, your habits, what you're doing every day, and all this is going to computers. It's really wild to watch. And I do believe this is coming. And it started this year, 2020. Then there's a plan for a 2030 plan. There's another plan for a 2050 plan. And all this is going to be done by 2050. I'll probably be dead and gone by then. But I'm just putting this out here for you guys to really check out what they're trying to do to the American people. It's really sad too. Smitty, I'm going to give you a moderator's wrench so I can keep up with you, sir. You look funny in gray. I got 10 in here. Let me see here. I'm going to copy and paste this link in the description right here. It's a YouTube video. If you copy and paste it, right click on it, open it in another tab, watch it later. But I do want y'all guys to watch this video. Deuce, you're completely right. Big tech, the media, you're fixing to lose all your rights. And we won't have police anymore. It'll be UN police. If it ever happens, I just soon go to my grave. I'm gonna go down with a fight when they start trying to do this crap to me. It just won't happen. I'll be the first one to go. What's up, Air Marshal? Everybody stop talking now. Dave's in chat. Stop talking about Air Marshal. You tell Amy I said hi to Air Marshal. Tell her to jump on chat if she wants to. She's welcome here. We'll try to keep everything PG rated. Tell her we said hi. But this link, y'all guys, I want you to really take your time, and that YouTube channel is hidden agenda behind the planning or destruction of America. That's what it is. And I just run across it one day about a week or so ago, and I didn't even have a clue this Agenda 21 was even a thing. But since this is Hangout 21 and this is Agenda 21, I thought it was fit. So I'm just joking, Dave. We're going to try to make her feel welcome here. She's a Tennessean too. We have Southern standards around here. You already know that. She goes through enough putting up with you, Air Marshal. We got Southern tradition down here. I don't know what y'all been doing down in Georgia, Air Marshal, but looks like a bunch of shady stuff under the table. I could have cut the DVR off, at least cut the videotapes, cut the coax on them. Not looking good. Yep. Under the table. Yep. There's probably more of that going on everywhere else too. I'm sure there was some paid workers. The only people was allowed to use a mail-in votes ballots was United States Postal Office. And they show videos of UPS hauling them out in little brown trucks and don't know where they were going. I'm 60 something years old, guys. I've never in my life seen anything going on like you see today, ever in my life. This what makes me concerned of what they're trying to do against us in a way that you've never seen before. It's already started. Everything unfolds in this video I'm sharing with y'all tonight. It's unfolding in front of your eyes. What's going on, Victor? You teach your mama how to drive? Oh, Christy. Mama Christy made it. Y'all take time tonight. You don't have to do it now. You can do it after the stream. But make sure you copy and paste this link somewhere. Make sure you watch it. Make sure, understand all this crap. Because it's more than I can bear. It really is. That the American people would stoop this low to allow this to happen to the American people. That's all I can say about it. And this has been in the making for 20 years or longer. Yeah, Deuce, Tennessee is a whole lot like Texas. We're gun toting people, And we have been for 200 years. And Texas is the same way. We're not going to give up our guns real easy. Civil War situations, I'll sign up for that. If I can't shoot, I can reload for people that can. That's where I'm at, buddy. But I'm sure I can get a few shots off. If I believe in something enough, I'll sign a line, mustard in. That's that's the way I am. That's the way Southern people is. They're trying to monitor everybody. These big tech corporations, the UN nations is doing this too. China, when you watch this video, I just put in chat. China is using 5G and they're watching people by face recognition, their eyes, the United States is using it too, don't get me wrong. But China is using it at a level where the common person don't have no privacy at all. They already know who you are. They know what you drive. They know where you park your car. They know everything in the world about you. And if you don't fit in society, if you're not able to give back, they're going to depopulize the world. They're going to take away the population. And the COVID-19 falls right into that spot. You got to be able to give back something because they're going to tell you how to live your life, when to live it, and how to live it. They're wanting to control human persons as well as the environment, the plants, the animals, everything. They're wanting to control everything, including us. I live in a rural community. They'll probably take my property away from me and send me to the city or send me to the killing fields because they want everybody to live in the city so they can watch you. This is crazy stuff. And when they start injecting foreign objects into my body, they created a war between me and them. I can tell you that now. I ain't gonna play that game with them, but I do want to share this with y'all tonight, and it's how they're tearing America down. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And I want to tell you now, if you don't vote, you need to vote and get these Republicans back in office down in Georgia to at least carry the Senate. That might make some Democrats pissed off at me, but it is what it is. What's going on, Jackson RC? Captain Pluton. I seen your little video a while ago on Facebook. I'm bad. I'm bad. Pretty funny. Ricky's pretty bad. You know what Tennessee's done? They're letting us do illegal online gambling now. What's up, Fred Barron? Thank you, Fred, for the support last weekend or the weekend before that. Thank you very much, sir. Y'all don't know how much it helps. I need to give out thanks for Michael Covington and Spencer Keys and Fred Barron. They hit me up good last time we had a live show in my PayPal. And I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Here's a link to that video I want y'all to watch sometime. And I'll be dropping it all through this show. Y'all can right click on it, open it in a different tab window. I'm not saying leave the show now, but make sure you copy and paste it somewhere so you can go watch this. Because it might open your eyes. It did me. I got my eyes wide open most of the time trying to deal with what I'm dealing with in real life as well as behind the scenes. I don't have no wife here to keep me grounded, so I do pretty much what I want to. Pilot Ryan, you're probably right. They'll probably take me away after they see this one. But Pilot Ryan, you think I really care? Pilot Ryan, when you get a chance, go watch this link to this video. It's called The Hidden Agenda Behind the Planning Destruction of America. America. So check that out, Pilot Ryan. It's about the UN nations Agenda 21, 2030, and 2050. It's a big plan to change our lives. And I think the Democrats are in behind this. The Republicans ain't going to stand for this shit. And the Democrats will let it happen. Now, I'm not for one party or the other, but I'm not living under communist rules here in the United States. No, thank you, sir. There will be a civil war because I'll be in the front line going on my horse. I ain't dealing with it. I ain't going to deal with it. Yeah, it's bigger than politics, Ron, for sure. This has been going on a long time. at least 20 years. This started way back when Bush Sr. was president. UN nations, they want to govern our the world. And it's not going. We're not going to have city police, and yeah, it's probably been longer than 20 years. Shadow ops. They want to debunk the police departments. You're going to be police, but it might be by somebody else, the UN nations, but you're going to be policed. Trust me. Bunch of wild ass hoodlums going to run around and do what they want to do. Nah, it ain't never going to happen. How'd your flights go today, Ryan? You get the gripping back up? Did you let Bobby get behind the sticks of that gripping? What's up, Dave's RC? Pretty jet you got in the mail. I like them colors. We went and cut down a tree. You cut a tree down for Christmas. You had to cut a tree down to get a plane out. I've done both of them before. Dave, that is a pretty jet. You got to go, Shadow Ops. I'm glad you dropped in, buddy. Here's that link. Make sure you watch it. All of y'all in chat, I want y'all to watch this video sometime tonight. It's kind of crazy. Ventura V2 FMS. Mike SSI, I think your real name's Michael Covington. And if it is, I want to thank you, sir, for the PayPal support last weekend. And Fred and Spencer Keith, I really do appreciate it. It helps out a whole lot. Later, Eric. Need me, holler. You know where I'm at. I'm going to be dropping this link all through chat all night. So I want people to watch it. And I don't think there's nobody in this chat that's going to like what they see when they watch this 20-minute video. Dave's RC, I appreciate it, buddy. You really didn't have to, but it all helps out. I really do thank you, sir. I'm just trying to give you all a place to hang out tonight since Boozer is not going live. I wasn't going to do a live show tonight because I've been busy in the kitchen trying to get it cleaned out. And I said, what the hell? I'll go on for a while, give the guys a place to hang out tonight. Whoever wants to show up. Well, Dave Marshall, I thought about going a little bit earlier, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to just stay in my time slot. And if somebody else wants to get in there on Boozer's slot, they can. I just feel like, well, at 8:30 Central Time, that's my time, so I'm not trying to steal nobody's spot. I don't want people thinking I want to steal his spot, nothing like that. So if somebody wants to do a golden hour flying, I mean, that's what it is. Anybody can hit up Boozer and find out when they're coming back and use that. He goes on at 7 o'clock Central Time to about 8 o'clock. Sometimes he runs over at 8:30 into my show, so it doesn't matter. There's an hour and a half spot there on Sunday night until he comes back. Somebody can use, but I'll just use my regular slot time, 8:30 Central Time to whenever. Let me go back to chat. I missed something somebody said. They RC, I appreciate that. I can't believe you got that much snow up there. 10 inches, I'd be snowed in down here. My little truck, it won't. I can't even drive in the snow. See, it just spins. I put 400 pound of block in the back of it, and it still just sits there and spins. Thank you, Fred. I love giving y'all a place to hang out on Sunday night. I couldn't live up north. It gets cold enough here in Tennessee. I really have no desire to move north. Kentucky would be the highest further north that I'd want to go. Kentucky's a pretty state. But up above that, Ohio, Indiana, I'm kind of out. Illinois, I'm kind of out. Wouldn't mind Virginia or North Carolina, somewhere like that, up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I can handle that. But way up north, no. I don't want no cold weather. I can deal with the heat a whole lot better than cold. That's the way it is here, George. Now we have what I've had snow flurries here all day, one day already. And it barely stuck to the yard and the trees. But by evening, it was all gone. Yeah, it gets cold here, Dave Marshall, for sure. We've had we've had some nights way down below um, freezing already, but you can live with it if you got heat and a blanket. Dave RC, Europe and Maine, I couldn't stand that Canadian air coming down and the winds off of the Atlantic Ocean or Northern Sea up there. Oh Lord, I can imagine how cold it gets. Reckon Roy's in the house. What's up, Uncle? GB Linden is in here. We got them Washington State boys here. I'm gonna drop a link, guys, to a video y'all need to check out on the UN Agenda 21. This is coming to a neighborhood near you soon. Dave RC, I bet you have to put your finger up your butt to make it run out so you can pee. Gets a cold up there. Lordy B. Got 17 people in the house. That one guy come by and give me that thumbs down. Never fails. 9 thumbs up. 17 in the house. Them thumbs up, guys. That one thumbs down follows me and Pilot Ryan. I'm sure he's back and forth on Pilot Ryan and me. It's gone now. I appreciate that. Anybody unhappy here, you ain't handcuffed. That's all I can say. I try to treat everybody equal that's here, like a brother and a sister. EQ's in the house. What's up? Here's a link, guys, to a video I want y'all to go check out sometime tonight after the show. Make sure you copy and paste it somewhere. It's about the UN Agenda 21. And it's also going to affect 2030 and 2050, the years. It's amazing how they got this to unfold on us. George, I think we was in the 50s today, the mid 50s, maybe 52, 51 or something like that I seen today. I went out to my Dutch barn and got a shop vac out and a extension cord today. It was okay before the sun went down. It's 43 degrees here right now in Tennessee. It's 9:10 p.m. These are mild nights for us. Captain Pluton, I am new to YouTube. Oh, you're not. When you go live, you got shaky boobs on your channel. Ricky, you can't fool me, but brother. He had bouncy boobs up in one corner all night long last time I seen him go live. That's Captain Pluton. Bouncy boobs. Trampoline kind. Where's my watch at, Ricky? My Punisher watch. Thought you said I won that. Yeah, I noticed that, Fred. It's gone. It was there earlier. It don't bother me one way or the other. I must have missed something about getting a room. Rory and Ricky get a room. Okay. He won't pay for the room. Chrissy cheap bastard. We used to have motels around here you could get for about $27 a night. That's where we hung out. Back in that heyday. Not gay if it's in a three-way. Y'all are some mofos in this chat tonight. What am I going to do with y'all? It's not even New Year's yet. Sounds like y'all got some party drinks in you already. They used to having parties back in high school, Dave, RC. I mean, it'd be going on for a week. Be couples in every room doing their thing. They leave, come back the next day, and have a different partner. Beer was all iced down in the bathtub. That's back in the 70s when things were free. Air Marshal, I don't understand. They must have given y'all a lot of saltpeter when y'all was down there in that submarine. I don't know if I could stay down there 8 months to a year. When they come up to get a breath, I'd be probably backed up around the corner, taking my turn. Yes, it's STD roulette, $5 a pop. Line up around the corner in the alley. Bet that kind of felt uncomfortable when somebody was sliding behind you, trying to walk past you, Dave. Imagine you say, "You happy to see me?" I had a friend, I don't know if I've told you a story or not. He was on a ship and he'd been out to sea for months. And they docked in Spain and let all the sailors off. And him and his buddies going through town and seen all these sailors lined up out in the street. And they was wondering what was going on. So they went up there to the head of the line, went into an alley to see what was going on. This black woman was up there on a picnic table. Everybody pretty much got quarantined to the ship after that rendezvous. Now I worked with that boy back around 77 at the dialysis clinic. And there were some officers that come down with STDs and they got quarantined to the ship after they got back home. They couldn't even see their family. Yeah, I've been told of them, Air Marshal. I guess you made a lot of money that night, though. You know, you got to support your hookers, especially the local ones, the women of the night. Here's this link, guys. I'm going to put it in here again for you. I was hoping we'd get a house full tonight. Staying steady, though. There's a PayPal link if y'all decide to throw out some Christmas money. I duly appreciate it. All the support from y'all guys. I can imagine, Air Marshal, they make good money. I've always said if I was a woman, I'd have everything in the world I wanted. I know how to work it. I lived with this 38-year-old woman one time. We let her move in to a bachelor's pad. There was three of us lived there, three guys. We let her move in, and she was my girlfriend. She cooked for all of us. She washed everybody's clothes, but me and her had an understanding. She didn't bring nobody home, and I wouldn't either. But we could go out and date whoever we wanted to. And she was a living doll. She'd get all dressed up in her heels and stuff, go hit them bars, and there'd be guys trying to take her to Hawaii on trips. I mean, she knew what she was doing. And like I say, she was a looker anyway. I didn't have to pay for all that shit. I was getting the milk for free. She'd come home and tell me what she was doing, with who and what. It's just crazy times. She about got me arrested one night. Found out she was a escaped convict from a women's prison. I thought, well, I was going to go to jail for harboring a fugitive. Yeah, some wild times in Tennessee. She was on a work release program, and the guy was picking her up and taking her back and forth. Didn't take her back one time, so she went on a run. That's some crazy living. Crazy times. This is way back between my first wife and second wife ordeal. Now, you can be second, Captain Pluton. You don't have to be last if you're not first. Because you're not first don't mean you're last. Depending on how many people in line. Rolling Harriers, World War II U.S. warbirds. That's going to be fun to watch. A lot of warbirds don't like to do Harrier rolls unless they're overpropped and overmotored. I'll come and watch that. I doubt if I participate in it. Air Marshal, I might fly afterwards. Guys, I got my hard drive installed back into this laptop. I still haven't tried my editing program yet. Everything seems to be fine. I've probably used up, there ain't no telling how many gigabytes I've used by putting that one laptop probably had, I don't know, 2 or 3 computer hard drives on it. And now all that information's been put on this one. So I finally got my RF9 installed on it. Then I forgot my password to my Real Flight account. I started typing many passwords of the past, and none of them would accept it. And finally, I just kept on trying a different time, And it finally let me download the 9.5 into this. But I still lost all my add-on planes that I've had on my other program. But I still got them all in a file. I can just add them into this. And I've had to reset up my radio, and it's all weird. I used to flip a switch on for landing gears and smoke. And I'm using my DX6 radio on it, and the upper switch was for safe and just AX3X switch, and now it's all backwards. And now some of the planes got flaps down on it, and I don't have no switch to get them back up. And I'm not sure how to get the flaps up off the planes. They're flying funky, so I just quit. I'm sure there's a manual somewhere I can go read if I take the time to do it. But when I first put Real Flight 9 on my laptop, it worked kind of cool. I wish I'd bought that D-Link radio for Air Marshal, but I'm using a dongle and a DX6 Gen 3 radio. And it only gives me 2 switches on the radio. It's usually gear up or down or smoke on, gear up, smoke on, and safe and out of safe. That's about it. I hit F on the keyboard, and it started popping parts off the plane until it destroyed itself. Every time I hit it, a wing come off, a motor fall off. It just destroyed itself. It was funny. Yeah, I'll need to try to find me an interlink receiver for my Real Flight so I can get all the functions on it. I don't know why these planes has got flaps when you load them up. The flaps are on, like that. The Cessna E-Flight Cessna 150, I believe, or something like that. You fly it around, it's got the flaps on, and I can't get them back up. I don't know what switch to use to get it back up. Harry Marshall, you got to be crazy. Spike a football off her bag. You kinky as you can be. I know you wearing that coconut oil plumb out. Getting them crazy landings. There's a link to that video, guys. Make sure you watch it tonight sometime. And you'll thank me later. I wasn't aware of this crap they're trying to put out on us. It come up was a suggested video for me to watch, and I just took my time to watch it. And I was kind of shocked. Is Amy watching you type that, Air Marshal? Amy, tell Dave Marshall to go to bed. Captain Pluton, I appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Keep the rubber down and the shiny side up. Don't forget to send me my Punisher watch. You up there with Mimi and Rusty? Good looking dogs, Dave, you got. All right, GB Linden, you out of here? Glad you dropped in, buddy. George is dropping off. Thanks, George, for dropping in, buddy. Tell that grandson I said hi. We're going to be in the stream for too long. A lot of people dropping off. Here's a link to that video again. Y'all make sure you watch it tonight sometime. My dog, I didn't take her in to have her sheared this past summer. Dave and her hair growed out from the winter, and I nearly have to shave her down in the summer. Well, early spring, but I didn't do it this past year, and she all matted up and stuff. I had to go out there and just cut the clumps out of her hair, but it's too late in the year now to trim her back, so I'm going to take her in to get sheared for sure next time. She's Australian Shepherd and mixed with Border Collie. And her hair just flows off of her. She got a lot of collie in her where she's got longer hair. And I've got to have her groomed and trimmed once a year, but with COVID going on this year, I didn't take her to the vet. I kept her here with me. I didn't want her coming down with it. And if I have to, I'll buy a pair of shears myself and do it. Good pair of shears is $200 or $300, a good pair. I think my niece has got a pair. If I take her to Kentucky, I can probably have her sheared up there, but I'm not sure yet. Come spring, I'm going to have to give her a good shear. Barry Campbell, I'm glad you made it. Yeah, she looked like she had. She's about 3 year old now. She will be. I think she'll be 3 in February. Yeah, she gets dreadlocks. It grows out, matched together. She looks rough. She's mostly white. Got a brown and gray spot over her eye. She's pretty dog. Female. I had her fixed right before she was 6 months old. I had her fixed. Yeah, back when Bush Senior was in president, back in that area. Yeah, it's if you watch that video, it's kind of wild what they're thinking. I wouldn't be thinking these kind of things myself. I was born and raised in the United States. I don't, I don't want to live under somebody else's rules. I'm just saying. They've implemented it with this COVID-19, I believe, 67. Yeah, I wasn't aware of all this until a couple of weeks ago. I don't keep up with these policies and stuff, but it caught my attention and I watched it, and that's probably what their goal is, more than likely. It might just open your eyes up a little bit. It did mine. I'll be 65 in February, guys. Not, I haven't never seen anything like this in my days. Since 1956, I'm not seeing the like of this crap. 2020 has been one of the sorriest years I've lived, I believe. Got to be one in the books. If it gets worse than this year, I don't know. We're all doomed. I hope not. The politicians are running this country, and certain parties not going to run this country at all. They're going to let it fall backwards. I don't know what they're going to do with these elections. I really didn't get on here to preach religion or politics tonight, but just feels like something I need to share with everybody. You can take it with a grain of salt. You got to watch it, but you'll be surprised what they're talking about in this video if you do take the time to watch it. If I can find me another Jack Russell Terrier, I'd have another house dog. But since I'm not able to have a Jack Russell, I got Molly outside. And like I say, she's an Australian Shepherd, part Border Collie. And most of the time, she's out there raising hell at things. This past Tuesday, guys, I had like 6, 7 deer out in my front yard. She's out there raising the hell out of them. And deer don't pay her no mind. They know she's chained up. She can't chase them. She just lets you know that they're there. They eat good, Rasha, on a stick. That's what you get at a Chinese restaurant. It's cat on a stick. They call it chicken on a stick, but it's not chicken. It's a number of all kinds of different meats. All Jack Russells, I had one named Bozo, and I laid him out one Sunday morning, and he never come back. I love Jack Russells to death. He was my buddy. I still don't know what happened to him. He had seizures. I had to give him. We had him on medicine. He had to take every day of his life, and he took seizure medicine probably 4.5 years. He had like 12 or 13 seizures on Thanksgiving Day one time. And after that weekend, he went on seizure medicine, and I had to buy it every month for him. Oh, I love Jack Russell Terriers. And if I could get one similar to what I had, I'd get another one for the house. Yeah, in the U.S., they call it chicken on a stick. I've been a meat cutter for over 50 years. There's no cut of meat that I recognize that that's made up for that texture and the way the muscles are formed in that chicken on that stick. I don't know what kind of meat it is. I've never seen it before, but I love the taste of it. And when I'm buying Chinese food, I'm always buying chicken on a stick. And if it's cat, rat, snakes, whatever, it is what it is. And it's good. I had an uncle that was in the Air Force in the Philippines. He ate dog over there. Neighbors over there fattening up a female dog underneath the porch just to kill it, to have it for Thanksgiving. That's a true story. My aunt wouldn't eat it. My dad's sister, she wouldn't eat it. But my uncle, he tried it. And my first cousin ate dog in Vietnam, and he said it was good. So there you go. Man don't know what he's eating when you go out in public. Yeah, I'm not beyond eating a dog meat, not at all, or whatnot. That's funny for you. It's a hot dog. See, my first cousin was in Vietnam 68 through 71 for 2 years. He was active for 18 months in South Saigon. He was about 60 miles south of Saigon, and he was a security officer and had the privilege like an MP. He'd pull like 4 days on, he was off 3 days straight, and he could wander into town, do what he wanted to. And this Vietcong woman, she had a trailer set up where she baked her own bread and sliced her meat. She baked it, and sliced it real thin like roast beef, piled it up on one of them hoagie buns, and he sat there and drank beer and ate one of them sandwiches for 6 months. And one day he asked her, he said, what kind of meat was on there to that Vietcong woman? She looked at him and said, GI called it Bow Wow. And he turned green and just turned it over and walked away, never ate it again. But he'd been eating dog for 6 months and didn't know it. He told me some tales from Vietnam, my cousin. And all this time I was getting drafted to Nam. And him over there telling me not to come, didn't have no choice. Only thing that saved me was President Nixon calling him out of there. It's the only thing that saved me. When I first signed up for the Selective Service Board, it gave me a 1H with no number. And that's 1H is not qualified for military service. And 6 months later, I only had one older brother. They left him alone. They give him a 1H and he stayed there forever. But when it come to me, I signed up. I got a 1H. Within 6 months, they sent me another card in the mail saying I was a 1A and the selective service number was 88. So I called the selective service department in Nashville and she said anything under 124 is going to Vietnam. So there you go. What's up, Platinum FPV? What's going on, guys? So I was going to be drafted to Vietnam through Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 101 Airborne. That's when you're in Middle Tennessee, that's where you go when you get drafted, is 101 Airborne Army. You go to California, you go to Hawaii, from Hawaii right over into the jungle. That's the way the draft worked back in my day. Like I say, the only reason I didn't go was President Nixon pulled them back out because my butt was numbered. It's been a while since I've seen you, Phantom. Glad you made it. I like the regular sweet baby Ray's barbecue. I don't think I've tried the honey mustard. After I got a divorce, Air Marshal, and I had two kids by my first wife, and I didn't have custody of them, my daughter and my oldest son. I was trying to get extra income, so I went down to the recruiters down there in Madison, and I went into Navy, Army. I went into the National Guard's office and tried to get a. Back then, it was like 6 weeks of the summer, and every other a weekend a month, something like that. You go play Army guy, and you, they'd let you get out of work while you was there. And I was just trying to pick up some extra income. And they wouldn't take me because I had dependents. That's what they told me. So I had kids. They would not take me. But yet they was going to draft me and send me to Vietnam, but they wouldn't take me after I had children. It wasn't. It was. I can't remember. I think it was just a National Guards here in Tennessee. I don't know if it was the Air National Guards. Can't remember that far back, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't let me be a weekend warrior because I had kids. So if something happened to me, they'd be responsible. I had to keep that draft card on me until I turned 36 years old, and I still got it, which I don't need it no more. But I carried it on my person till I got 36. Then I quit taking it around with me. I wore it plumb out, but I can show you my selective service number. Yeah, it's a shame that, there's people that's wanting to sign up and they won't let you because you got children. That happened to me, but it all worked out. Dependents, university, military disqualifiers. I guess it is. It happened to me. You've been in a tank, Fred. I'm sure you sweat like pigs. Probably sweat like pigs outside the tank. You probably feel like you're in a big oven. See, Air Marshal, they were when you turned 18, you was getting out of high school. That's when they were snatching you up in the 60s and 70s, early 70s. That's when they snatch you up, and it's going to be a minimum 2 years. Now you're going to do 2 years, and you'll go to it. They'll get you up to an E4, E5, and try to get you re up for a little bit higher pay and status. But most of the guys wouldn't do it. And I wasn't planning on joining to begin with. Yeah, they tried to get my cousin to re up. He said no. His active 18 months, and he come home and stayed here 6 months unactive. He's sick as a dog. They lived on beer and whiskey all for 2 years over there. That's all he drank was whiskey and beer. Got over here, and his mama was a great cook, and he couldn't bear to eat her food. And they had to put a refrigerator downstairs in the basement just to keep his beer in it for him to drink because he'd got so used to it. The water in Vietnam was contaminated, so the government bought him beer and whiskey. Kind of crazy. You could buy a 750 Honda back over there, an early 70 model, brand spanking new, for about $500, $700. And have the government ship it to the United States for you. They bought Sansui electronics over there, stereo systems. So they was jamming out on Samsui's, buying motorcycles, shipping gun parts over here to their family, disassembling parts, the guns, send them home. They did everything in Vietnam they wasn't supposed to. You get E4 pay when you just sign up for the Navy. You didn't get it when you got drafted. When you got out, you might have been an E4, and they promised you E5 if you sign up for 4 years. It's kind of crazy. Whether you didn't have no choice but to go then. Louisiana 5th Infantry Division. It's hot and humid. Is that where you're from, Louisiana, Fred? Fred, you talking about Louisiana reminded me of some good food down there. Some good old sausage, boudin. I love that stuff. Wish I had some. Baton Rouge. Barry Campbell, send me some boudin. Some hot. Buddies I used to work with, they were from Louisiana. They come to Nashville to work, find work up here. I worked with them for several years. And when they went home on vacation, they'd bring back, yeah, I'm in Tennessee. They'd bring me 10-pound boxes of frozen boudin, hot, mild, medium. I got a standard order every time they got home. They were down around Baton Rouge getting it made. Oh, that stuff's good. It'd be a good deal, Barry. I'd buy some good boudin. The hot's the best. They had plenty of rice, plenty of sausage in it, good flavor. Boudin's a bomb. I can eat it with a case on it, case off of it, take a knife, split it, eat the insides of it. Originally from Ohio, joined to go in Louisiana. Boudin, crawfish, fried fish, shrimp, got Spoiled. Oh yeah. JerryLee'sCajunFood.com. Let me open that up. I'll look at that here in a little bit. Good stuff. Can you order offline? Let's open up Cajun Specialties. I might buy some. You can buy boudin here, but it's not as good as what's made down there. I mean, they got a company just sewing crap together. It ain't no count here what you buy. You find it in some of these big box stores. It's not good. Nothing like what I used to get. Made right here. Cool. I'll check that out. I'll save that link. Yeah, I like boudin. Up in Kentucky, they make what's the name of it? Like goulash. They cook turtle meat, deer meat, chicken, beef, pork, in a big old kettle pot. They put all kinds of vegetables down in it, cook it for about 2 days, cook it down. I'm trying to think of the name of it, what they call it. It ain't goulash. It's a Kentucky word that they use for it. I can't think of it right now. I'll check them out, Barry. I will check them out. Guys, I'm going to drop these links one more time in here for y'all. And we'll be closing shop soon. That's a link on a video on the UN Agenda 21. Y'all take about 22 minutes to watch it. It'll open your eyes up. If there's anybody that wants to support the channel, they can. I'm going to stay open for about 5 more minutes, I guess. We're going to shut this puppy down. Glad y'all dropped in. Had a good time. They got some good cooking down in Louisiana. I never lived down there, but I was able to get a hold of some good food. I like to go down there and visit. There's some real good food in Louisiana. I can't eat spicy food every day, but every once in a while, it's very good. I like any kind of rices. Brown rice, white rice. I like all kinds of rice. Chicken flavored rice. Night, Brian Chambers. Glad you dropped in, buddy. We're going to close the shop up here in a little bit. Thing about rice, it's a good staple and you can eat a small portion of it, and when it swells up, you feel more fuller. It's a good staple. People don't like rice, something's wrong with them. Beans and rice is good. I like Spanish rice mixed with pinto beans or dark bean. Mix it all together. You got that flavored heat and bean, rice. Oh, yeah. Red beans and rice. That's it. Pinto beans and rice is good. White beans and rice is good. Kidney beans and rice is good. Good fiber. All right, y'all. Y'all don't forget to hit up Air Marshal around 7 o'clock on Monday evening. He's going to do a virtual fly-in. So y'all practice up on your rolling harriers with your warbirds. Gonna be a lot of crashes, I bet. Gonna be fun to watch, though. All right, guys. I'm gonna peace out of here. Much love, and I'll catch you next time.